Hello YouTube, welcome back to this week's video. This is 20QJ. Check it out, we've got ourselves a new scan to play with on the channel. This is an Aor DV10. I featured this the other week where I showed you how to update the firmware of the radio. Now this is quite an expensive scanner. I got mine from Moonraker, got grade B model from Moonraker. It was around about £700. And you think, well, why would I spend £700 on a scanner when I can get something like one of them, like a Psychotran UP5R or Bearcat scanner for a lot cheaper? Well, this is actually digital, and it will receive the digital modes, and I'll show you what modes it receives when we go to turn on the radio. When you have a conventional scanner, such as if you want to use a UP5R to scan, or you want to use a Uniden Bearcat, when you hear the digital modes, you just hear noise, you don't hear any audio. So on the front here we've got our keypad to enter in our frequency. We've also got the menu and mode buttons. There's a button there and it allows you to record, because you can record directly to an SD card. When you press and hold it, it gets to the menu where you can upload files to the radio, such as CSV files for like frequencies and so on. You can also record some audio from the radio onto the memory card, use SDI Sharp to decode the data that you've just recorded. On the side here we got ourselves the on-off button there. You press and hold it to turn it on, press and hold it to turn it off. Got your SQL there and a monitor button, and SQL is squelch, it's not a structured query language. And you've got micro SD card socket there, which allows you to use a memory card, and there's a 16 gig card included in this radio. That's what comes in mine. Got your earpiece socket there, data socket there, and you got the DC socket there. Now when I got mine, it wouldn't turn on, so I plugged it in with this cable into the side of the radio, and it turned on. I thought great, but it wouldn't charge. And now what you have to do is, if it doesn't charge, the base here will flash orange and it gives you a warning like an error. So you just plug it in with the cable, which I've got supplied, into the cigarette socket, left it for about 10 minutes, and then stuck it into the dock here, and all was good. It charged up, no problems. It's been charging up, no problems, ever since I've had it. I've had it about 3 weeks now. On the top here, we've got ourselves a BNC antenna connection there. You've got a clicky dial there for your volume, and another dial here which goes up and down the frequencies. You can also go up and down the frequencies using left and right arrow keys, and the enter button there will go ahead and it changes between VFO-A and VFO-B. Now it goes right the way up to 1300 megahertz. I think it's about 100 kilohertz right the way up. So it does HF, UHF and VHF. So we're going to call it a shack in the box scanner, a wideband receiver. Let's turn it on. Let me just zoom in on the screen. There we go. You see there we've got VFO-A and VFO-B, and we've got it on 145.550, and VFO-B is on 433.325, which is the Welling Garden City repeater. Don't think it's back online yet. So you've got VFO-A at the top there, and it says FM 15D, and you've got AU 625, which is the steps, the 65 kilohertz steps, and it tells you the time there at the top there, so 22:07:05. You see here we've got left and right, so we can go up and down the frequencies, up and down again with the frequencies, go back to 550, and enter, like I said earlier, we'll go between VFO-A and VFO-B. If I press the menu button, you see here we've got a few options in the menu. You've got VFO, memory mode, scan, search, TRNK, clock, you can set the clock, configuration, edit and options. If I go to options, it's number 9, you can use the left and right arrow keys, and then press enter. You'll see here we've got the steps, the attenuator and the earphone antenna. You can plug an earphone in, but if you can use it as an antenna. I've not plugged an earphone into this radio yet, so I don't know if that's working or not yet. I haven't played around with that. Now to change the frequency steps, this is a dial here at the top, and you go up and down, so it's on 750, and it will do 833 kilohertz steps for airband, but I leave mine on 650. Press enter, and then you need to go down to option number 9, which is OPT program set, and press enter. If I press the mode button, this is where it's all the modes. It's got auto 1, which automatically selects the mode, so if it's in FM, a digital mode comes out, it changes to digital. You've got tetra, yes it will do tetra, but you need an active tetra key. You've got auto, got FM, you've got AM, USB, LSB, it also does CW. You see there it's got page 2 of 2. Let's go to the second page. We're on 1 of 2 now. You got D-Star, Yaesu System Fusion, DMR, D-CR, DPMR, Alien, P25 and Tetra direct mode, but you do need an active Tetra key. And you can purchase one of them, I think, from aor.com or aorjp.com. If you get the most expensive scanner, which is about $4.5 grand, that includes the Tetra key, and I believe mine has got a Tetra key. I'm not sure if it's active or not yet. If we go to mode and put it on auto, and you'll see there we can go up and down, changing the frequencies with the dial at the top there. If I press and hold the button here, you got SD card list, backup and delete, so I can press enter. It reads the card and you've got your memory channels there, memory backup, which I've done as a backup. Now to go up and down, just use the left and right keys here. You back up your system, and I showed you last week how to update the firmware. You just plug the firmware on an SD card, which that should be, no special software needed, and then you can upload it to the memory card, and then go ahead and push the enter to upload the memory. Now when you do your memories, flashing the firmware of the radio, I recommend having a fully charged battery. Let's go down. What else we've got on there? It reads the card. This is just stuff that's been recorded that was already on the memory card. So let's go ahead and see what this thing sounds like on receive.
This is 2E0 IQJ analog test 1 2 3 4. 2E0 IQJ analog test. This is 2E0 IQJ digital test 1 2 3 4. 2E0 IQJ digital test 1 2 3 4.
Okay, so to enter a frequency into the radio, you can do, for example, we do 1 4 5 decimal point 4 2 5, and just press enter there, and it adds a 00 at the end, as you see there. And you can use the dial at the top here to go up and down the frequencies, or left and right on the arrow keys to go up and down the frequencies, and the enter button again to switch between VFO-A and VFO-B. Now in a future video, what I'll show you how to do, so I'll show you how to program its memory. I'll also show you how to scan between banks, because it's not like a conventional scanner where you just turn the squelch up and press scan. What you have to do is put two frequencies in, and you can scan between that bank, and it will receive out of band. So if I go down, so say 139, I can receive transmissions down there, and if it's a digital mode, it should automatically switch in for the digital mode. So there we go, the Aor DV10 scanner. It's quite expensive for what the scanner is, but because it's digital, it does receive lots, and it does open up a new part to the scanning hobby. Because if you've got an analog scanner, where I am, it just tends to be quite a lot of digital stuff. There is still some analog stuff about aircraft and stuff like that, but this will receive it. The only downside with this radio, it hasn't got close call as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you've got one of these in the comments, have you found a close call feature if there is one on the radio? So that Uniden scanner I bought from the rally for £40, fantastic scanner. It's got close call, comes in very, very handy. You found the video some use, know what to do, give it a thumbs up, but if you don't like the video, the other button seems to work too. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video. This is 2E0 IQJ. 73s for now.